Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Packer Franchise Podcast. I'm your host, Packer Franchise. Starting episode 4 of my podcast. I'm probably gonna not title these anymore because it's pretty much like, oh, you don't need a title for each episode. Today, I'm gonna be going over though, free agent wide receivers I feel like the Packers should go after. And before people say anything, I'm not going like all big receivers like Antonio Brown or who else was another big name receiver. I'm not going big name receiver. I'm going like small key receivers that I feel like can be talented enough to be a decent wide receiver. Here's the thing, Green Bay don't need like another elite talent. They need like someone that can make plays. Not big plays, but just make some plays. And I know some people are probably gonna make fun of me for picking these wide receivers, but I'm here to explain to you why I think these wide receivers will make a huge impact at Green Bay. And plus Aaron Rodgers can make anybody look like a really good talent. I'm not disregarding, the player wide receiver itself. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be good also, but with a veteran quarterback and a smart quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, it helps. But before I get into it, I know people are going to be saying, what about Randall Cobb? We have Randall Cobb, Jake Kumerow, Jerome Allison. But guys, we might have to get rid of Randall Cobb. I love Randall Cobb. I really want him to stay. He's one of my favorite Packers of all time. But if we can't keep him, then it's unfortunate. It's a business. So, but I hope, Brian Gutekunst will hopefully, and this is, I hope Cobb does the same thing, agree to a small, cheap deal. Kind of like a 1 year deal, maybe 2 year deal. I always sounds like a 2 year, little amount of money deal. But anyways, let's get started in the video. So, three wide receivers, I feel like I can make a decent impact on the Green Bay Packers. And like I said, I know people are gonna be making fun of me, saying like, "Well, why do you choose these three?" Or chose, my bad. Um, and I know people are not gonna be happy, which that's fine. It's your opinion. I got my own opinion. But I feel like these are three decent receivers that we can get for a very cheap price, and they can be very, very talented. No particular order, but Sammy Coates, Devontae Parker, and Golden Tate. I know Sammy Coates didn't really do anything in the last 2 years, but when he was with the Steelers in 2016, he had some very good plays. And after watching him that year in 2016, I feel like he can still make decent plays for the Packers. But let's get started with the first receiver, which is Devontae Parker. His 2018 stats were, not the brightest. 24 catches for 309 yards and a touchdown. But there's rumors that Devontae Parker might be leaving Miami, and Miami doesn't want him. And I feel like Devontae Parker is a very good talent. So, if the card is right, Green Bay will sign him to a 1 year cheap deal. I like his speed. I like his, elusiveness. I just feel like Devontae Parker can help out the team really well, especially with Devontae Adams probably going to get double teamed here pretty soon. Like I said, not my number one option, but I want to complain with Devontae Parker on my team. My number two guy, like I said earlier, I think Sammy Coates. He can be really good in these stats from 2016 because his, last 2 years he didn't really do much, which I guess you can say is understandable or whatever. But if you can give Sammy Coates a chance, I feel like he can be really decent, a really decent receiver. There was a play against the New York Jets back in 2016 with the Steelers. Ben threw a nice deep ball to Sammy Coates, and Sammy Coates pretty much burned him, and he was going for a touchdown. He can make spectacular, I won't say spectacular, but he can make good catches, and I feel like, if we happen to cut Randall Cobb, and he can be really cheap too, like really, really cheap, so he might be a little bit of a steal, I guess you can say, but like I said, I know some people are not going to be happy with this, but Sammy Coates, I feel like can be a decent addition to the team with Devontae Adams and Jake Kumerow and, all those guys. But yeah, nothing really too much with the first two guys, but the third guy, obviously Golden Tate, and I really would like this pickup if Green Bay can get Golden Tate. And I'm not really sure if he's a free agent or not. I don't know if he is, but I heard a lot of rumors, or not rumors, but like people saying like about Golden Tate possibly not staying with Philadelphia or something like that. But if Golden Tate's not with Philly, I wouldn't mind trying to get Golden Tate because Golden Tate is a very underrated receiver. I feel like he can be a lethal threat with Devontae Adams, and if Cobb was to go, our third receiver would probably be Geronimo Allison. But with Golden Tate and Devontae Adams, I feel like that duo can be really, really good. But, like I said, nothing really too spectacular about the first two. I mean, I won't say spectacular, but I'm just trying, not to go, big here, like big money. Because obviously we have like about 50 million cap space, which, we need to use this money wisely if we're going to build a championship team. The coach was good hiring. We have good coordinators now. Don't know who the offensive coordinator is going to be, but I'm pretty sure they'll get the job done. Gutekunst is honestly a very underrated GM. I love what Gutekunst has done in his first year as a Packers GM. I know we haven't made the playoffs, but can't really blame him. He did bring the pieces, but they just got hurt. Wilkerson's out for the whole year. But you shouldn't go all in with, one receiver. I feel like you need to go real cheap. Like, Golden Tate, we can probably get like a decent cheap deal from Golden Tate. Other two, I feel like we can get, for a way cheaper deal, like maybe $1 million or $2 million. So, yeah, let me just cut back to this picture. But, yeah, like Sammy Coates, I feel like we can get for like a couple $100,000. Devontae Parker, maybe a couple millions. Golden Tate's probably going to be like $10 million max, depending on the deal. Or a trade if we get him, but I don't think he can be traded probably. But, like I said, I know people are going to be like probably making fun of me for picking these receivers as potential targets. And they're not the only receivers out there. I know there's a bunch of other good receivers that can be really good for Green Bay, but I feel like if you want to be cheap and you want to be good at managing a team well, you got to manage it, really well. And it starts with like how, unknown talent is the best thing ever, because if, like Sammy Coates, he hasn't been playing, well, he's been playing, but he hasn't been given opportunities for the last 2 years. If we get him for real cheap and he turns out to be a decent receiver for us, then that's a steal. Devontae Parker, I don't really call it a steal, but like, because he's a talented receiver. He's obviously not one of the best. He's obviously not a top 10, but he's a decent receiver. Golden Tate, we might get him for, like I said, 10 million max probably, maybe less than that. But if you want to get better, you got to think about your money. And you got to think about, okay, can we get a much decent, better player with less price? In my opinion, I wouldn't mind hiring one of these guys, or not. Well, yeah, hiring, but whatever. I wouldn't mind getting one of these guys on the team because I feel like if we get one of these guys, it's going to save us tons of money, and we can have more money to spend on other free agents in other positions that we need. I think the next episode, linebackers, if I'm not mistaken. I can be wrong. I'm going to check the DMs because I know many Packer fans have been sending me requests, which, if you're on YouTube, which I'm glad I brought this up, if you're on YouTube and haven't, follow my Instagram page at Packer.franchise, please do, because I have a Packer page too on Instagram. So, if you're wondering, like, well, how are you getting all these ideas? It's, thanks to my followers on Instagram, which I know it's only been 4 episodes, but I want to thank everybody that's been watching them so far. I mean, it means a lot, honestly. You guys showed so much great support on the first, 3 episodes, and last year I really wanted to do this, but I didn't do it because I was like, well, people like it, But it turns out you guys really love it, and I'm, really thankful that you guys love it. So, but yeah, probably tomorrow I'll be talking about linebacker position now. But yeah, that's about it for wide receivers. If you disagree or anything, don't argue. Just leave your opinions down below, and yeah, that's about it. But alright, guys, thank you for tuning in. Like always, I'll be back with a video Friday. This one will be uploaded. Yeah, this one's gonna be uploaded Thursday, which that'll be today if by the time you're watching this video. But okay, guys, you guys take care. Have a good night.